Alright, so today we're just going to be playing tryhard decks. We lost too much LP playing random decks. It was fun though. Oh, I still have the sound down. Get our music back on. I guess Death Knight, I'm gonna assume it's Blood Death Knight, and if not, it's fine with us. Yep, Blood Death Knight around. Alright. Well, that's not a very good draw. Yeah, we don't really need to hit it because we're probably gonna play our Fierce Outsider next turn. It does really suck that we didn't get it. Like, we got this thing in the way, the Halvira. But what are you gonna do? That's a good draw. With a Wretched Exile, that's really good. We can kind of pop off a little bit next turn. We might want to save it, because they guaranteed have a removal tool. That's a really good draw right there. And we don't need to take extra damage, so we're just going to hit right in the face. And today, we're going to be working on a different type of origami. Still flowers, but this one's more of a modular piece. Man, this guy is really messing us up right now. And we just want to clear up as much as we can, make it a little more difficult for him to clear off our Wretched Exile. Oh, he doesn't kill it off, huh? Alright. Yeah, we got plenty of draw. We can get rid of that thing. This we'll put this at 9 cards. Oh, that's a good draw. Yeah, I mean, him not having removal for our 2/3 is very good for us because we have not even used any of our big combo pieces, and we still have another one. Yeah. That is one corpse destruction, that's fine. Yeah, we don't really need the Rowdy Fan right now, that's more of a combo piece. You use that with your Lady Steno and a bunch of spells, and you can really pop off. Ton of damage, huge board clear, whatever you need. Alright, alright. It's a little spooky. So that is our second Wretched Exile. I mean, we don't really have a good answer here, so that's pretty much going to be our only option at the moment. More draw. And having a full hand isn't great, especially because a lot of these cards are kind of meh. But usually Blood Death Knight, from what I remember, doesn't have too much burn. So we should be fine, in theory. But he is also, I feel like his deck has a few odd things that I don't usually see. Yeah, it's really awkward with this weapon being as big as it is because it will cross like our whole deck. At this point, we kind of have to draw. There's not really too many other options. We're gonna hit face, hoping that we hit the Vengeful Walloper, which We did. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Oh, we did not want to lose that flower. That's unfortunate. Put that back in our deck. Don't really need it. And we just want to get kind of a wide board. Oh, whoops, already attacked. But I think our only real chance right now is to kill him with the this card right here, the Helveria Dark Raven. Yeah, and I was gonna say if he has a Blood Boil, we just lose anyway. So, all right, next game. Check. Yeah, this deck is really has problems against Death Knights. Well, Blood Death Knight specifically. I don't remember how to make this one. Well, we pretty much always keep Pelrin. We're gonna try to just like go way more aggro this game instead of trying to combo. Well, that's not a very good hand to go to aggro with. Now, man, we may have to, since we're going against so many Blood Death Knights, we might have to run a control heavy deck. Okay, that's really good draw. Wow, these are some... Can't really ask for better draws in this match. So, Coin, Ripper, fine. Wow. Yep, and next turn we'll just drop the Felwern. Alright. It's fine. Yep, we'll put away... I think we'll put that away. Into our deck. It's probably... Like, it's a decent card, but Blood Death Knight has too much removal. Man, I'm salty as shit right now. Not even gonna lie. I hate this deck. Well, his deck. But many people feel the same way about the deck I'm playing, so whatever. we have a combo here. The only thing is, well, we gotta do something. And this puts him on the ropes. It's gonna be hard for him to hit any of our minions. And if he blood boils, that's not the end of the world for us. Like, he can kill off our 6/4. Well, he can't actually with a hit. So he's in quite a position. He needs like an asphyxiate. I don't think you can run in blood that way. No, you can. Okay, it's a blood card. All right. Just one moment. I'll be right back.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
No, I'm gonna run this undead deck that I've been running. I use this deck to get to like rank Diamond 1, I think it was, and then I used Outcast Demon Hunter and Mech Mage for that. Alright. Whispers of the Deep is really good if you get a Incorporeal Corporal in your hand. Otherwise, it's not worth it to mulligan. Like, if I would have held on to it, I wouldn't have got this Incorporeal Corporal. And also, it's really not good to mulligan in that way, where you just... He probably kills off our 3-2, but it's fine, because we got an follow-up. We have our Incorporeal Corporal. Yep, okay, definitely kills it. And we could get a good card from him. I was considering the Animate Dead, but I think it's better to just get as much presence on the board as we can. Well, we can. Yeah, that's also perfectly fine. Yeah, next turn we'll probably play the zombie with the Animate Dead. Like, this deck is deceptively straightforward, but it also has a lot of nuance to it. So, we have two options here. We can trade, play the zombie, and Animate Dead, and possibly even get a 4-3 depending on when it hits. Or we can just go face and drop the zombie and the Animate Dead, which I'm a little hesitant to do since he has the Noggling and we don't know what it has. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably our best play here. Just drop the zombie and the Animate Dead here. Yeah, even the 3-2 is fine. Like, he can trade into it with his 4-4, but it's no big deal. Okay, he cast Plague Strike. That's fine. Vampiric Blood is not really great for us, because we don't really want to go... We don't want to fight him in a war of attrition. Double Astalor is pretty good, but I think we'll just play the most stats we can on board and spend our mana the best we can. Alright. Oof. Okay. I think our best bet here is going to be the Shadow Word Undeath, so we can clear off his board next turn if we need to. And since we have that, we're just going to hit him in the face with our Hero Power. Like, you do want to try and get as much damage out as you can, as quickly as possible with this deck. Especially against a deck like Blood Demon Hunter. Or Death Knight, sorry. Because if they get too far into the late game, there's not too much you can do about it. Alright. Clears off our board, that's fine with us. We have our Shadow Word on Death, but it's really not great. Oof. Man, that's really not good to not get our... Like, on both of these, to not get an Undead. I guess the Cathedral is probably going to be our best thing. And we are going to clear that off just to make it a little more difficult for him to clear our board. Like last turn, the only reason we didn't do that is that he just had too many threats on board and we wanted to clear those off the best we could. While we still could. But yeah. Right now, our win condition is probably going to be Astalor at this point. Alright, we're going to play the Cathedral. We're going to play on this because it's bigger, a little bit harder for him to remove. And you always want to draw first, that's why I did the Cathedral before playing cards. Because that's a habit you should all get into, is playing your draw before you play another card. The only time you can't really do that is when, you know, there's like, it's not reasonable, like your whole... Okay, we're gonna draw first with the corpse. What is that? Vampiric Blood? Yeah, we're still gonna play the Astalor. So we want to get our Astalors out as fast as possible so that we can finish this guy out. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, so now I think we are going to... Well, let's get a draw. See what we get. Oh, that actually changes our plan here. Because we can play this, kill this off, and play our second Astalor still. So that's very good for us. And I still like the animate, or what is it called? The Zero-Man Undying Allies. See, that's fine with us, because now we still have this Reborn, and it does get killed off, but it's still extra damage to him. And we can just drop an Astalor. And this Incorporeal Corporal. That's such a weird card name, man. And actually, we're gonna save the hero power for 0 mana because it's better to have it. He needs, I guess another Soul Stealer. But even if he has that, it's still game over because we have our second Astalor. It definitely seems like he doesn't really have way back into this game. At the current position he's in. Yeah, Corpse Explosion. Is that what that's called? Oh. Oh, maybe he does. So, I'm thinking... Well, okay, so this is 14 damage, but he has overall 12. Oh. Well, he has 18 health, so this technically could kill him, but the likelihood is not very good. But, I mean, sometimes, no. I think that never works. Do this. And we're just going to play the biggest minions we can. And the best thing about the Cathedral of Atonement there is that this is out of range for the Death Strike, so he could lifesteal it. Well, I guess he still could Hero Power and kill it, and that would be unfortunate, but you know, we still have plenty of damage in our deck. So let's see, he has 10, 15, 16, 17. We only have 16 damage on board. Well, if this... This sometimes works, and sometimes you just gotta send it. Well, he's down to 1 HP, so he has to heal up at least 2. Great. Great. I love Blood Death Knight. It's just such a cool deck to play against. But we still have plenty of burn in our deck. Oh, okay. Well, that's game. Wow, that game was a roller coaster. Yeesh. I'm thinking of adding in the Nerubian Vizier into this deck. Just because it's like there's so many pre-spells that you can't run in the Shadow Priest deck. And it just gives you so many different options that you can work with. I think we will keep the Undying Allies. Like, it's too good. Okay, so this is most likely an Outcast Demon Hunter. Coin. Wayward Sage. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Definitely an Outcast Demon Hunter. So, that is one good thing about this deck as well. The 2 damage hero power is actually very strong. for many situations. Like, you don't want to play too much for the board with this deck, but you also need to make sure you keep the board. Which is going to be very hard against a deck like this. Since he's just got a bunch of little crappy guys, we can just throw that down there. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's fine. Just gonna trade into that. Okay, Spectral Sight, that's not good for us at all. Alright. So, we really want to get... Actually, the Bone Collar's not bad here, but we really need something more than that. And also, if he trades off here, we're perfectly fine with that. That's our best play, but it's really not. This is really looking bad for us. Oh man. Yeah, this may not be winnable. Oh wow. Oh, he's just playing with top decks, which is really good for us. There's not too many things from military studies that I'm too scared of. Like, yeah, that's whatever. Wow. A Bone Collar here is just amazing. Like, even if he draws the Vengeful Walper, it does not really matter too much for us. Oh, okay, he just concedes. Nope. We'll take those wins. Alright, if it's another priest, this is most likely going to be a control priest. That's what we're typically going to see, at least from what I've seen in Legend. So we don't want either of these, and we really don't want any of this stuff, actually. I mean, the Bone Collar is not bad to keep, but if we happen to not draw any undead, well, that's highly unlikely. I think it's fine to keep the Bone Collar. Yeah. Trinithal, yep, that means almost 100% of the time it's going to be Control Priest. We're just going to drop the Idol's Adoration. We're not going to Hero Power him because it'll just heal it up. And that would be a waste of our turn and our weapon charges. Alright. Drop that guy. He drops the Prince Rainfall. Alright, so this is a bit of a difficult turn. I'm thinking we might just coin out the Rotting Necromancer, just to get the most damage we can, and hopefully draw... Yeah. Haunting Nightmare is really good there. And we'll just ping that. Also, we'll either have to heal that first and then attack into our 3-2, which is fine. Cannibalize, okay. Wow, that's actually absolutely terrible for us. That's probably the worst situation we can get there. I always forget about that card somehow. Let's see. So, what could he be playing next turn? Or this turn, I guess. Not really anything I can think of that's like extremely detrimental to us. Like another Cannibalize is not really a big deal. That Popstar card, we do have to watch out for that. And I think the best way to do that is on our next turn, we're probably going to play the School Teacher. Or the Bone Caller. Either one of those is pretty good. We really just don't want to play... like if he kills off our Haunting Nightmare, we don't want to play something that we'll just get killed by it. Or we'll get killed by the Popstar. Okay, he just skips his turn, I guess. I don't know, maybe he rage quit. And we'll just play the weapon to spend all of our mana efficiently. We'll save a charge. I mean, I don't know. This is strange. Yeah, I guess he rage quit or his game crashed or something. That's a little bit unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, okay, he will. I mean, I don't think the game was lost for him there. I think he had to have disconnected. Or just drawn, like, absolutely horrendously. Because that's pretty funny, man. So, since we're against Demon Hunter, we need a board. And we need a strong board. Haunting Nightmare is actually nuts here. Like, I would have settled with the Shadowed Spirit, but the fact that we have the Haunting Nightmare instead is just amazing. And it is going to be a slow turn 1, which usually this deck doesn't have many turn 1 plays, to be honest. That is one of the problems with the rotation of that 1 mana card, that both heroes take more damage from each source, but this turn 2 is going to be amazing. And if he kills that off, that's even better for us. Okay, rush the stage. And I mean, even if he doesn't kill it off, we have a follow-up with the Shadowed Spirit. Into a... Wow, you really cannot ask for a better draw with this deck, especially not against Demon Hunter. Did I say that right? Yeah, Demon Hunter. Oof. That's... Okay, he's just gonna not... Alright. I mean, I can respect it. Oops. I'm gonna give this more attack. I mean, he's... I don't really know what his plan is, but if he's trying to race against us without any board, he's not gonna have a good time. Okay. Eldari's. Alright. Pierce Outsider, okay. So he's probably gonna clear off our 6/4. Which is fine, we'll just get 2 back. Oh, he might clear up our whole board. Which is also pretty fine. Okay, double trade, and then triple trade. And he's probably gonna hit face. Oh, he's... Okay, so he's gonna save his weapon. Unless he wants to overdraw, like, 2 cards, which I'm assuming he doesn't. Oh, that's a little unfortunate that this went on the Mindseer. But I think it's fine. We just play a big board. Like 3/4/3s is going to be hard for him to deal with. And even if he does, then as long as they don't go all onto... Actually, if they all go onto 1 card, that's not even bad. We only have 6 mana next turn though, which is a little unfortunate. So we wouldn't be able to play our Bone Color and another Nightmare. Well, other than that, I mean, this is looking good for us. Like, if he can't clear this board, he just loses. And if he can clear it, we just have a refresh of the board. Yeah, Chaos Strike. Unleash Fell. Alright. Another Unleash Fell. Okay. That's... I mean, even that's not really enough. We need 3 of those. Which... You only run 2 of each card in the deck, unless he discovered one, which he does not have a way to do. Okay. So I think what we want to do is we want to buff up one of these guys. Shadowed Spirit is really good. Shadowed Spirit, Undying... Well, I'm gonna be honest. This does not seem just like a traditional outcast Demon Hunter. So I think I'm just gonna play it a little bit safe. I mean, he doesn't have any more Unleashed Fells. Oh, I just missed Lethal, didn't I? Yeah, that was really dumb of me. Wow, well, hopefully he doesn't kill me, I guess. I don't really... That was a huge mistake on my part. Well, I guess it didn't really matter, but we need to, like, think about that, yeah. We could have just hero powered and used the Shadow Word on Death, and that would have just killed him. So that was a large mistake. We cannot be having them, but it's good to get these learning experiences in. Let's see what we're up against. Another priest. Again, I'm just gonna assume this priest is a control priest. It's really all we've been seeing lately. The brittle skin zombie is okay, but it's more of a second string type of minion, like your haunting nightmare, your corporeal. Those are your first string minions, the ones you like want to 100% keep. Undying Allies is pretty good. Oh man, that's the nuts right there. Oh, he's also Shadow Form Priest. Okay, interesting. Foul Leg. That kind of throws me off. Especially with the foul leg. Like, I don't really... Like, how is he supposed to kill it? I think we'll just do the incorporeal corporal. If he does something weird next turn... I don't really know. This is weird. The amalgam. See, the only problem I have with, like, those cards... Like, why I don't run them in my own deck. One second. Is because it makes Animate Dead so much worse. And, like, because I was considering throwing in Foul Leg. Alright. I do like the Undying Allies with the Haunting Nightmare. And this is, since we're against a Shadow Form Priest, wow. It's a race to kill each other as fast as possible, both of us. Well, yeah. I mean, he could have his own Shadow Word on Death, and that would be quite unfortunate for us. But you kind of... Yeah, okay, Grave Digging. Now he cannot play that card. Okay, well, this game's just over. That was fast. Yeah, I like his idea of that deck, though. Like, running it with the Foul Leg. But it's just... There's not enough ways to kill off the Foul Leg, and it feels really bad if you, like, use one of your ways to kill it off and get the 3/3, and then you re-summon it with your Animate Dead. It's just... I don't think it's worth running. Like, you want to make your deck as consistent as possible. So we're against another Lich King, the old Death Knight. I don't think any of the, well, I think Shadow Spirit's worth keeping. Right, Necromancer, Cathedral of Atonement, kinda. I mean, this is not really the hand we want. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming it's going to be a Frost Death Knight. Oh, depending on what he plays, turn... Okay, he didn't play anything turn 1. What he plays on turn 2. We'll show. So if he plays the 2-mana 2/2 Death Rattle, draw Frost Belt. Yep, okay. It's definitely a Frost Death Knight. Which is, like, really not bad for us. So I'm considering either the Haunting Nightmare or the Incorporeal Corporal and the Mindseer. I'm thinking that might be the better play here. But also, I really would like to get the Haunting Nightmare down. Because then, next turn, No, I think this is just a stronger play right now. Like, he draws a frost spell, but that's fine. Okay. He does not play that card. Let's see what we dredge. I do like another Unending Nightmare. And again, since this is a semi-aggro deck we're against, we kind of have to kill him before turn 7. Whenever he can play his... that is terrible for us, right there. That is like one of the worst outcomes we could have gotten. I think since we really need to rush this guy down, since we don't have Astalor Bloodsworn in our hand, we could have dredged for it. And in hindsight, that would have been better, but can't really guess. Like someone's gonna get lifesteal off of Nerubian Vizier, you know, like that's like you can assume it since there's so little amount of Death Knight cards and so many of them heal. But I don't know. I don't think that's the correct way to play. We have Shadow Word on Death and 2 of these guys. I think we're just gonna drop those on the board. And having those on board is really good because even if he clears our board, we can refresh it. And if he doesn't kill him, that's just 8 damage straight up. School Teacher is very spooky. He could get more healing. Yeah, that's not terrible for us. This is what we can do now. Trying to think if it's better to just play the Cathedral. I don't think the Cathedral's ever better to play here. I think our best play here is to actually trade Shadow Word on Death and Steer Power Space. And yeah, that's not a bad turn at all. Like if we would have hit him, he would have been down to 6 HP. We could have done an extra 3 more damage. So the lowest we could have put him down to was 3 health, which is still not enough. Like, we would have to draw another Shadow Word on Death off the top. Alright, alright. See what we get from this. A Rotting Necromancer. Could that give us lethal? That's 8 damage. No. Okay. We do still want to clear some of these guys off. And so he could have It's fine. We just do not want to draw an undead here, pretty much. That's not good. Alright. Well, we have to dredge an undead here, or it's GG. That is unlucky. Maybe we try to hit him with the VM. No, doesn't work. Okay. Oh well. That was unfortunate. So we had... Yeah, we only had 4 undead left in our deck, so the chances of that was pretty low of hitting. But I think it was our only out. Like, maybe we should have drawn first and then dredged, since our chances of getting an undead were so low from drawing, because there was so little amount in our deck. But not too sure. So I really like the Whispers of the Deep, but it's not really a card you want to keep without your Incorporeal Corporal. Like, I mean, it's decent on your other cards, but it's not good enough, because most of your death rattles you want to keep. Oh, I don't know why I kept it. Whoops. I just caught up in explaining. Whoopsie. Alright. Got a little mines here. Well, I like pointing out the hunting nightmare right here. Because either he usually feels like he has to kill it off, and he feels like he gets the board, or he just doesn't kill it off. Okay. And we can just mind zero one of his minions, and now we kind of have the board advantage. Okay. Horn of Winter. Oh, that's not good. This is not undead. Okay, I always thought this haunted soldier wasn't undead. That's weird that it's not. I guess that makes sense. That is not good for us. That is really good though. So we can hair power this. Silence this. I made dead. And silence it again. So we don't have to trade, and we keep a good board presence. Because we need to try and kill this guy as soon as possible. And next turn, like, it does not clear up our board. We get 7 with this, if it dredges, right? Interesting. Okay. So we need a draw. the dredge. And we just have to hope he doesn't have 3 damage, which is a little bit like almost never happens, but yeah, of course he has 3 damage. Amazing. Oh, and it was generated by Crossstrike too. That's awesome. Actually, that was really cool. That was fun to play again. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I played that. I played a little too much for the board, but he pretty much had every answer you could possibly ask for. Oh, I guess that druid. I don't see very many druids. I mean, the only druid deck I do see is Fear Power Druid. So I'm gonna assume that's what it is. Not having a turn 2 play is really becoming a big weak point of this deck. The Haunting Nightmare is better here in this situation because against Druid, it's harder for them to deal with big boards rather than, or wide boards rather than one big minion. And coin. We have Wrath, Lunar Eclipse. Yeah. So that's what he got from his Point of Evidence. Draw 2 cards. Not a bad turn from him. But now we just play the Shattered Spirit, which is probably the best thing that could have hit, and resurrect another 4/3. I wonder what he dredged for, if it wasn't something he could draw this turn. For 4 mana. Alright. So I think we're going to play the Cathedral. Reminds you of this. And the reason we hear power there is we kind of are all in. Like, we do still have some refresh and some decent ways to clear off. But yeah, I mean, yeah, now we have lethal, I believe. If I'm good. So we got, oh no, we didn't have a undead die last turn, okay. So let's see. How much damage do we have? We have 6, 7, 8. We have 10. Also, that wouldn't even have been lethal. But we go face. Okay. And he's probably gonna play the taunt guy. Nope, silence. Sounds our 2/5 and our 6/4, I guess. Alright. Well, yeah, that's just lethal. Oh, red. I think we're gonna go take a look. Like, the biggest problem for this deck is we are missing turn 1 and turn 2 play. Like, I do like the Shadow Ascendant, but just playing this on turn 2 by itself, like, it is a 2-mana 2/3, you know, which is like, that's fine. But it's just, I don't know if it's strong enough. I kind of like the Arms Dealer, but to get it from Animate Dead is just like so weak that it just does not feel like something you would want to run. Like this, actually, this Umbral Geist might actually be pretty decent. Give us 2 more turn 2 plays. But the other question is, like, what do we take out? Like, I'm thinking if we wanted to add this in, our best bet to take out would be one of the cathedrals. Or both of them. They are a little bit too slow. Like, and I mean, getting a 3/1 back from Animate Dead is like, it's not bad. Like, I would like to add Nerubian Vizier, but it's just we have too many 3-drops. Too many turn 3 plays. I don't know if it's even worth it. But I am thinking we could add this Umbral Geist in place of these Cathedrals of Atonement. Because, like, they're good, but I don't think they're strong enough. Or, well, they're too slow, feels like, because, like, we do get a board, but we're not, like, building a board that wants to trade with the opponent's minions a lot of the time, so it's usually just better to get that more damage out as soon as you can. But we'll see. It could also just be terrible against Death Knight, which is another problem I could see with that. Alright, so we never keep Benedictus. Okay. Got Mind Eater, Idol's Adoration. Drop down the Mind Eater. Alright. And so that's actually really good for us that we have this weapon. I mean, we just trade that off and we keep an extra damage on the board. Hematurge. Lematoad. Alright, so let's see, what is our game plan for this game? Like, I guess pretty much right now. Yeah, I don't think trading is great right now. Yeah, I mean, the hero power here may not have been the correct play, but I just like it to get a little more damage, so he's gonna play Blood Boil. Yeah, that's fine. So let's see what we get off of our Reanimate Dead. So we don't want to give him any extra value off of healing, so we'll just play that. And we still get our 4 damage in. Okay, school teacher. It's a little bit spooky. Oof. Okay. So I kind of like the Shadow Word on Death here, because it stops him from healing more, and we have an extra one in our back pocket if we need it. And I didn't want to use the location again, because I think it's probably best for us to save it in case we play a taunt of some kind. Okay. Vampiric Blood. I love that. That card is just... it's cool. So, like, now what we can do... we can hit him in the face. Drop that. Get Tour Guide. That's actually pretty good. So the reason I Tour Guide after Hero Power is that we can have the Tour Guide for next turn. Soul Scaler, fine. Alright, so we have 4, 7, 8, 9. Do not have lethal. So I think we're gonna just Corpse Explosion and Bone Color. And we're gonna drop Hero Power here, because we should have enough mana for it next turn. Like, the only possibility where we wouldn't is if we need to Rotting Necromancer and Shadow Word on Death, but I don't really see that happening. It is not looking good for us right now. Like, but if he does just drop an Astalor, yeah, no Muncher is no good. Oh my god. Yeah, not drawing a minion here is very detrimental to us. And then also losing the Routing Necromancer is really bad. Yep, and drawing another Whispers of the Deep is just absolutely horrible for us. If he draws any type of healing or anything like that, I think our... So he has 8, 11, 12, 13 damage on board. I'm pretty sure our only chance at this point, like, if we play the Shadow Spirit, he'll just heal the damage dealt. So I'm pretty sure our only chance right now is to draw a Routing Necromancer. Or a Mindseer. Oh yeah, I forgot he has Estalor. Okay. Nope. Makes us sit through the animation. I didn't know that. I just completely forgot he has Estalor. But yeah, that was... Like... that was unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I probably have not played enough with the 3-1 to really, like, give it a fair, what's the word, evaluation. But it seems not good. Because the shadow deck, or shadow cards are just, like, too all over the place. And, like, they just, I don't know, don't seem very good. Like, I think the Shadow Ascendants are honestly probably going to be a lot better. Because, like, yes, we're missing 1 attack, but we gain 2 health. Which is a good trade-off. And it has a win more. Like, if we can develop any type of board with it, or we just play it on turn 2 and they don't have an answer, then it's just... Or, right here, like, if we coin out 1, and then play another one on turn 2, it's just insane. Or even a safer bet would be to play... Wait, okay, we definitely want to play the Shadow Symbol instead, because it has more health. So we would need 2 damage instead of just 1. 2 mana bridge. I like this name, X-Wing Pilot. Okay. Free Spirit? I guess he's just not gonna... Oh, he's gonna trade, okay. See, like, that's what I mean by 1 more. Yeah, that's, yeah. Like, especially Druid, like, if they cannot deal with that, it's game. Demon Hunter. I do like the Haunting Knight, but against Demon Hunter, we need to get our board going ASAP. Like, we cannot just afford to wait till turn 3 to get our board going. Like, these other two cards are substantially worse. Well, I guess not worse than the Reborn, but they're substantially worse than the Haunting Nightmare. But the fact that we have a turn 2 play is way better. Okay, pulling security, that's fine. Just drop the Mind Eater, usually we'll trade it off. We don't mind that at all, especially not if he uses face to trade, because we can just resummon it, and maybe even get something pretty good. That is something pretty good. That's for dang sure. The reason we don't just air power off on the lanes is they're just 1/1s, we're not too worried about him, and he will always still be able to trade. So we pretty much just lose damage. Because we're not necessarily trying to win the board. I mean, if he keeps hitting his face into our minions, that's like, we're happy about that for sure. So let's see what we get off this. Oh, get our own security. Now we are the Demon Hunter. Rush the stage. It's fine. I don't know. I don't believe he's played enough Outcast cards to that to cause too many problems. So I think here we want to try and get some more undead. Which Brittleskin Zombie, that's pretty dang good. And I'm also thinking we just... I don't know if I want to Idle Adoration Air Power that, or if I want to Mind Sear it. I think we Hero Power it. Because the Idle Adoration is usually going to be better. Because they expect 2 damage, but they don't expect 3. You know? And a lot of times with this deck, the difference between 1 and 1 damage is lethal or not lethal. Outdoor Studies, okay. Another Fierce Outsider. Rush the stage. Yep, so he's gonna drop his 5/5s. Holy cow. Alright, so I'm thinking we I-beam one of these guys, Mind Sear it, and then drop the zombie. Or yeah, that's, I mean, there's not really a better play we have. Like, maybe it could be argued that, well, I don't really like playing the Bone Caller without any damage dealing minions inside of it. But also, we are definitely running kind of low on burn at the moment. Well, I don't know about that. Guess so you can draw, but I mean, that's, well, he probably didn't have anything. Any plays? I guess we bluffed out that we had lethal next turn. Good enough. Alright. Alright. We are slowly making the climb up. Like, that is the one bad thing about, like, testing out weird decks in Legend, is it's just, the climb back up is just so slow. But the climb down is pretty quick. Like, you will lose a lot of games if you try out either bad decks or decks you're really bad with. See, like right here, this Whispers of the Deep plus Incorporeal Corporal, especially against Death Knight, insane. Animate Dead is also really good, but I don't know if it's good enough to keep with it without any other type of burn. I mean, yeah, we just, like, it's really hard for him to deal with 5/5 on turn 2. And actually, since we have this Bone Caller in hand, I'm just gonna hit him with that and drop another one. Make him think that we do not have the silence. Because now we get much more value off it. Alright, Death Strike is fine. We just play the 2/5 with Taunt, just because it is our most mana efficient. Like, if we needed... Ooh. I quite like the Shadow Ascendant here with the Haunting Nightmare. Okay, he destroys our 5/5. Yeah, we might as well just make the trade. There's no real reason not to. I mean, well, I guess the 2 more damage could be better. Alright. That's not good.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Ooh, alright. Sorry about that last game, everybody. Nature calls, you know? Alright, so here... against a droid. I guess we would want to reborn, play the corporal. I don't really know. Doesn't really seem too strong of a play. I think we just drop the corporal itself and then we will reborn the unending nightmare since we drew it. Or haunting nightmare? What is unending nightmare? I remember that card. Don't think it's in rotation anymore though. So we'll just reborn that. That would be really hard for him to deal with. And even if it's not hard for him to deal with, if he kills it off, well, if he doesn't kill it off, it's good for us. If he does kill it off, even better for us. Free spirit. What are these? These things look weird. I guess it's a spirit. I love the Groovy Cat. This thing looks so cool. Okay, so he's just not gonna clear it out. That's perfectly fine with us. He's probably gonna want to clear off our 3-2. Oh, he's upset. That is way too slow. That's pretty dang good. So I like the Rotting Necromancer, because damage. And another zombie is really good next turn as well. So, yeah, this is not looking too good for this droid. See? Oh yeah, look at that. No more crashing on the webcam. Hell yeah. I don't know about that, buddy. Oh, that was quite the misplay. I should have done the reborn first. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, that was... I need to play a little bit slower. Like, or think a little more. Play my cards more deliberately. A rake? That's actually really good for us. Yeah, this guy's... I think he's pretty upset. Oh, let's squelch and see what he's saying. Yeah. My man's... I think he, rage quit. Or he's just gonna run the... Okay, coin. Yes, he's quite upset. Hey, thanks for the like. I don't think we have lethal... Oh wait, yes we do. Well, okay. This guy is not happy. Oh man. Oh, he's so mad. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to accept his friend request, but probably... Man, that's... Can't be that mad. Yeah, I'm not accepting that. No way. I should have for content, but it's just... It's not worth it. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh wow. Ooh, this might be one of my hardest matchups. Just one, so, well, I'm gonna finish this turn, I guess. Alright, just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Ooh, that's spooky. I mean, really, we kind of just have to ignore that, but I know it is going to hurt us next turn for sure. He's gonna trade and deal or probably drop the 5/7 taunter with the death rattle, summon up 5/5 with lifesteal. Like, that's the thing, I don't know the names of most cards, but I know most of the cards. Newer cards, I'm still learning. I mean, it's only been like, what, 3 days since the expansion came out, but he is Mal'Ganis, he is a turtle. Oh. Huh, I didn't know. I guess that kind of makes sense with the ordering. It was still, like, it does the 2 damage and 3 damage to the hero. It doesn't say. Well, it says if it does. I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to work like that. It does not seem like it should. Okay, defile. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is pretty much a game for us. Because we don't really have a way to deal with that guy. No, actually, we do. I mean, it's still probably going to be a very hard game to win, but with Astalor, I think we still definitely have a chance of winning. Very slim chance. Oh, yeah, because of that, pretty much. Yeah. This is not looking too good for us. Oh, and it doesn't kill them. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there's no point in playing this one out. Yeah, there was not really much we could do there after the that 6/6 comes out. Like, yeah, you really have to go super aggro against Warlock. But they just have so much removal. Like, I think Control Warlock is going to be one of your best control decks that we see this expansion. I do like the Shadow Ascendant. However, I don't. But actually, it might be decent to point out just because the Mind Eater. Schmeinschmieder? Yeah, the Schmeinschmieder. And the reason I point out the Mind Eater instead of the Shadow Ascendant is because I want to be able to get the buff. Like, I want to get the most value out of the Shadow Ascendant as possible. Alright. So it's a Frost. Oh, that's pretty dang good. Now we have Reborn on this thing, and we can play Reborn on our Nightmare next turn, which is even better. Because if I didn't draw the second Nightmare, I would have considered not playing it. Or not the second Nightmare, the second Undying Allies, I would have considered not playing that. But since I did draw it, I believe it is our best play. Alright, so since this is a Frost Death Knight, I guess, or some kind of hybrid, I think it's going to be better to get the damage out what we can. Well, yeah, since we drew this 5 mana card, it's going to be better to get the damage out while we can. I'm almost considering trading so that we can protect our 2/3. Do we think he can always kill it? I don't think he can always kill it, so I think we trade. Photographer Fizzle. Interesting. So this is a very greedy deck he's playing. I mean, we don't really mind the Plague Spreader, to be honest. Like, I'm assuming he's running some kind of weird Plague Spreader and then Spread the Plague deck. I mean, at 4 mana. This 4 mana? Yeah, 4 mana, 4/4 is not even that bad for us, you know? Probably gonna trade into our 2/3. Nope, okay, or 5/4. And, okay, that one. Yeah, I think we'll protect our board. Alright. That was a quick one. Huh, I don't know. I guess you can't really block people.